So same formation for the Wildcats. They're in the eye again. And he fakes a pass, or he acts like he's going to throw the toss, and then he hands it off to number 36, L.J. Warfield, and he gets stopped right behind the line, but we got a flag down. And there's 6:56 in the first quarter. Tanks are leading 20-0 over the Wildcats, and looks like that was on the Tanks. It's like, what? Did they call offsides? Looks like, okay. Thank you. Okay, offside. All right. So it's now a 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. They're out in the I form again, and it's handed off right up the middle, and, oh, wow, he's going nowhere. Brought down by a host of Tanks, and that was that Warfield again? That was big, and that is a big dude.
Big fella.
I mean, that looks like Jerome Bettis out there. I mean, he's got some. I mean, that's taken, and when you got a back like that, it takes getting a lot of guys to.
I hear it
to
too.
To get there, and they've been doing.
I think it's down there. I think it's them under us.
And they're punting, and it's caught. So
by Snook Martin.
Snook Martin catches a punt. And he flips it back.
To Chance Freeman.
Chance Freeman takes it. He's running from he's running backwards. He jukes a defender, pitches it again. It's pitched back, and looks like that's Torian Whiting, and he gets hit as soon as he catches the pitch. Risky play there, but Tanks have it, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tanks from about the 25-yard line. Leading 20-0. And all right, Tanks are getting underway. Wildcats are coming out onto the field. And Tanks are again in shotgun. 2 wideouts to each side. Judge Swords in the backfield, back to the left of him this time. And Swords, he makes a play and, jumped off sides, but no call. And it's handed off the middle. It's handed off the middle, but we got a flag down, which pretty much it'll probably be offsides on the Wildcats. And that it is. And that was A.J. Williams, gained about 6 yards. They're going to decline the penalty. So it's again shotgun, handed off up again. A.J. Williams with some room. He runs it. He runs to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 50, and he could go all the way. Big block downfield. He cuts back at the 20, and he runs it into the end zone. A.J. Williams with a 69-yard run for a score, and he is having an electric year so far.
Yes, and that was a wonderful block by Michael Clay, and then another block by Jontez Jones.
Wow. Great blocking, great run. All right. And the Tanks are going to go for the extra point. And Tanks making a substitution. All right, Zach Christensen lines back to kick. And it's snapped. Snap, Christensen kicks it, and it goes through the uprights, and it's good. Great kick that time. Good snap, too. So, all right, Tanks are up 27-0 in the first quarter. And they have barely touched the ball for just a few plays. Yeah, that's well said. The Tanks, they've had 3 plays, one of really which was a penalty that they declined, and then A.J. Williams cut loose for a 69-yard run. If you're just tuning in to us, I mean, this one's been already 4 scores on the board, 2 offensive, 2 defensive. Tanks scored first on a 50-yard punt return by Richard Ellery. Then Richard Ellery decided he wanted to see the end zone again, gets an interception, and runs it back, making it 12-0. Tanks punched in the 2 to make it 14-0 on a Jontez Jones run up the middle. Then the Tanks, after recovering a fumble, threw a deep pass to Snook Martin, who caught the touchdown. And then just now, A.J. Williams ran the ball 69 yards for the score. So, all right, Tanks are lining back to kick off again. And Zach Christensen makes a signal. Looking around, the Tanks talking over. All right, we're underway. Zach Christensen kicks it back, and good kick. Caught right about the 10-yard line. Timothy Green runs it. He's looking for space, and he hurdles a guy but gets hit at the 30-yard line and brought down. All right, so we've got looks like the Wildcats are going to take the field again. And it's 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Tanks are leading 27-0. Gosh, and you know, Tania, I mean, when you think about it, this is a team that last year they scored 21 or more points 4 times last year. This is just, the defense is there, but it's the offense that's really, really picking it up this year.
Yes, indeed.
And we got a timeout for water, looks like. Okay, Cole Boggs for the Wildcats. Looks like he's winding up to. I don't know if they're going to bring out water first. Looks like they are doing a. Looks like the referees are giving a water break. So. Oh, timeout Wildcats. Okay. I beg your pardon there. Okay. So they're on timeout. Okay, they're going to resume play now. Okay, the Wildcats line up. They're in an I formation, tied into the right. 2 wideouts, or 1 wideout to each side. This time into the battle, looks like that's Brandon Green in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
And Tank showing blitz, lines up, hands it off to the big fullback, and Cody Straw gets tackled behind the line. I mean, they're giving it to the fullback, and he's getting tackled behind the line. And that's the defense is really, really stepping up there. So that makes it about 2nd and 12.
Somebody is having a ball being down these bleachers.
Oh, wow. That's funny. And all right, Wildcats lining up. 2nd and 12 for them. And the Tanks are leading 27-0 despite 3 offensive plays. They're in an I form again. And we've got, don't know whether they're going to call that false start or encroachment. Looks like it's going to be a false start. So Wildcats with their 3rd major offensive, pretty big offensive penalty there. That makes a 2nd and 11, 2nd and 16. So it's going to be a big Or excuse me, 2nd and 12, 2nd and 17. So, okay, so the Wildcats are coming out. Same I form, tight end to the right, wide out to each side. Lines back, looks, and ball's dropped. It's fumbled, and I think the Tanks got it. There's a big huddle of guys fighting for the ball. And it's the Tanks' fall.
Hollywood got it.
Hollywood, Charles Johnson, making the play. Forcing the fumble. And wow, Hollywood is going wild. And it's going to be
wild.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tanks. We're going to have it on their own, or excuse me, on the Wildcats' 19-yard line. Wow. That defense is just, God, that has been a brick wall defense, folks. I'm telling you. If you haven't seen this team yet, the offense comes out. Looks like we're going to have it's going to be shotgun again, two wide outs to each side. Job Swords lines up, and that looks like, does that make a Brown in the backfield? Looks like that is.
Yes.
He's 27. AJ's 23. Yep. Swords drops back to pass. He's looking,
and
evades a tackler. He's running it. Cuts back. Barrels through the defender and gets tackled after a gain of about 8 yards. Job Swords, I'm telling you, Tania, that kid, and he never started a game in high school.
Never.
And this is just, wow. Big.
He was that secret story nobody wanted to tell.
Yeah.
Shout out to the coaches.
Yeah, shout out to the coaches. I will say, they bust their tails recruiting.
Yes.
That's big thing. All right, Tanks line up, shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, handed off to Micah Brown up the middle, and he gains about a yard. Wildcats met him. Wildcats looks like they think they have the ball, but his knee was down. They're calling his knee down. So, okay, so it's going to be, they're going to actually, I thought he got a yard or 2 there, but they're going to mark it back a yard. So.
Wow. And he looks like as if he's kind of hurt. He's walking off the field really slow.
Ooh. Yeah, looks like it might be an ankle. He's done. Thankfully, he's walking off all right. All right, Tanks out in shotgun again. Swords he runs an option pitch. He breaks the tackle. He's in. Yes. And touchdown, Tanks. Swords catches the snap, just runs it on the right side, looked to fake the pitch, broke through a tackler, and then just got right through the end zone. He's showing off his strength this game. I mean, he's not really. He doesn't really look like the type that would just barrel through people, and he's got 2 times this time. He's just shredded right through the tackler, and it's 33 to nothing. Wow.
With still 2 minutes, 2.5 left in the first quarter. Don't mind me. Fourth quarter. I don't know where I got fourth quarter from. I'm trying to make the game over already.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, it's hard to, it's just hard to really, wow. Oh, man, I didn't expect this. But, yeah, it's all right. Tanks going for the extra point again. And it's snapped, and Christensen puts it right through there. Beautiful kick. And it's... What? They're calling that... I stand corrected. They're calling that off to the right. But I don't know. That looked... From our vantage point, it looked like it was good, but we'll take it. And, yep, same thing. Nick's saying the same thing. So, it's 33 to nothing. First quarter, 2:31 left to go, and... The Tanks have had just 5 offensive plays?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so the Tanks line up to kick off again. Zach Christensen lines back to